Hi, this is Mrs. Han. I'm going to explain how to do the earthquake-proof homes gizmo. So once you have your answer sheet open, you can go ahead and click on this. It will take you to this website and you log in with your information that I sent you. The prior knowledge questions you can answer. And interestingly enough, I actually was here in San Francisco during 1989. I was in college. You're going to go ahead and go to the warm-up after you answer those questions, and we're going to select earthquake. And it's going to give you some information so you can fill that in, and then you're going to select next so that you can see all these fault lines right near San Francisco. Fortunately, I was okay. And then we're going to see what happens. Okay. And you can replay it if you want. All right. So then you'll go to activity A, and we're going to go ahead and click next. So we're going to try and build a house that won't collapse. Okay. So we were at the disaster, then we're going to go to location, then we're going to build and test it. So first, in the first location, we're going to select a house that is built on bedrock. So this one, thick layers of solid rock. Later, we're going to be doing building a house on soft soil. So we'll click the bedrock one first, and then you can see that it's in our saved house, saved houses. So we're going to go ahead and drag that into the building site. And you can answer the question. You're going to test the house, click play, see what happens. You can click on the interior. After you test the house, you'll be able to click on the interior and it'll show you what's inside, what damage you see. And then you'll be able to, here we'll go ahead and test the house. Not good. Okay, here's the damage report. Here's the house interior. Okay, so you can house interior, damage report. Right here, you're going to be recording this information. The cost to repair this house is $68,900. The house itself only cost $80,000, so that's not a really good score. 14% is a really bad score as far as how much damage it sustained. Okay, so that's no good. Now we're going to see if we can build a better one that will withstand the earthquake better and have less damage. Okay, so now we're going to go to reset the house. So we'll click reset. And you can answer this question. And we're going to go ahead and start with selecting different parts of the house. So let's go to build. Okay, I think it did say go to build. Okay. Then you're going to choose what kind of foundation you want to add. And let's say you want to put a basement in. Not a good idea, but then you can, the next step is to kind of decide what kind of frame. The wood frame is already there, but if you want to add concrete, okay, you can change it to concrete. Let's say you're like, oh, no, I want the wood back. Okay, you can go like that. If you're like, oh, that basement is a bad idea, I'm going to put springs. Okay, so that's how you can change up what you put on your house. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and fill that in. So first you want to see the house cost is $170,000. Okay, so and then we're going to be adding all these other things which are going to add to the total cost. Okay, and so you'll see, you might want that the springs foundation, but look at how expensive it is compared to the other foundations. Okay, so you sort of make all the choices, including roofing material, and then you can or cannot add the extras. It's up to you. We'll be testing the extras later as well. So the foundation clips keep the house from sliding. They attach the house to the foundation. So later you'll be asked those questions. What do each of those do? All right, and then you're going to test your house. You're going to show the interior, show the damage report, and see what your score is. Now you're going to try to build a house with a score above 80%. So 100% is a great score, 0 is really bad. So let's try to get your score to above 80%. Okay, so if I'm not sure really what I put on here, but let's say I'm going to go ahead and test it. Actually, I'm going to change out I'll put it on stilts. That's horrible. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and test it. Wow, that was horrible. All right, so I'm going to show my damage report. I have a score of 0%. So that was a horrible build and I wasn't even trying. But I want to see if you can see what foundation, frame, walls, roof material, and extras you need to get your score above 80%. And then you'll have to look at the cost. How much is that house going to cost and what score did you get? And then you're going to click on the extra features to kind of highlight what each of those features does for you. Okay, so when you get here, you can click on here and it tells you what each of these extras do, which is great, but they all add up as well. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do these experiments, see what happens when you add those extras, and then come up with a conclusion. Okay, and then it's going to ask you to do the spring foundation and foundation clips and see if what that does. Okay, and then for activity C, we're going to go back to the map. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and click Landfill, which already sounds pretty bad. And here's our landfill house, so we're going to bring that out. I want to replace it, yes. Okay, and this is going to be, a landfill is an area filled with soil. It used to be wetlands, but they filled it in with soil to kind of make it land that houses can be built upon. So that happened in San Francisco. So you're going to go ahead and, let's see, build a house that you think is going to do well. So you go ahead and build it, and then you're going to go ahead and test it and see how that does. So let's just to see how it does with the materials that are already on there. Yeah, not too good, especially compared to the first one. This one seems to be sinking even more. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and compare that to the house in the original Bedrock test and see how they compare. And then this is going to be your final 2 questions. Here's a house that was from San Francisco, so you can sort of see what type of foundation this was, what type of house it was, a landfill or a bedrock house. All right, I hope you can build a nice, solid house that is able to withstand earthquakes. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me.